Hi, this is going to be a special message for those of us that are sensitive empaths who basically it's a message for the new year, going into this new year. And I just have been really pushed to do this message just to put it out there, especially for those who are, quiet, who are sensitive, who are empathic, who have those kind of gifts and so are very sensitive to energy and the world's energy. And sometimes that energy can be overwhelming or stifling or kind of drowns us out, where, the louder voices take over the world. Everybody's putting their stuff out there, and it's hard to be seen or shine when the rest of the world and its energy is so loud. And I kind of call it the bulldozing kind of energy, where the softer, kinder, gentler, loving voices and energy are not always seen or felt or heard because it's getting drowned out. And so those people tend to lose their almost the energy to try and put things out there. You're kind of silenced. And after, you're like, picture the scenario, you're talking in the corner and there's so many loud voices in the room. It's like people don't even hear you. It's almost like you kind of lose your energy to try to keep talking. Like, what's the point? Or no one's listening, or what difference does it make? Everything else is so much louder and it's drowning it out. This is a message that needs to be heard by myself and probably others, of what we're supposed to hold on to, like this imagery from the tarot cards going into the new year. And I'll tell you the description of it. This is us. We are, uh, this is we're very intuitive. We are very spiritual. This is the high priestess. You have, you are very in touch with spirituality, whatever that means to you. You're so connected. You feel guided. You're very intuitive. You're very sensitive to the elements, to the dark, to the light. You work that. You've probably had a real spiritual journey. You probably figured a lot out. You know yourself. You know your strengths. You know your weaknesses. You know your gifts. And sometimes those gifts are a blessing and a curse, because if you're really sensitive, you're empathic, you have all these intuitive, you're very connected to the spiritual realms, it makes it sometimes very difficult to work in the physical. And you've probably had a spiritual journey of how to do that, how to almost survive in the physical while still being very connected spiritually. So that's us. This is the wands, the Ace of Wands. This is our passions, our fire. We are supposed to take our passions, our fire, and use that, our insights, coupled with this intuitiveness, take our passions and shine that light. Let that empower us. Let us be guided, by the sun and everything else, by forces, but also our inner passion. Let it shine out into the world. Keep shining no matter what. So I wanted to illustrate with the tarot cards. We are this high priestess. We're supposed to take our passions. We're supposed to shine a light on the world. And through this, we are supposed to build on our inner strength to enable us to do this, to keep shining in the world. Just keep shining. The sun never dims its light. Do you know what I mean? No matter how loud something else is, no matter when you're sensitive and empathic and everything else, if you pick up energy and you're very keen on that, and the whole world is telling you to be quiet or very judgmental or trying to push you back in a corner or not paying attention, almost like passively aggressively dimming your light, you have to be strong enough, kind of tap into your inner strength, that this is not going to work anymore in the new year. That no matter what, even if you're picking up, if you're empathic and you're sensitive to other people's energies, it's very easy to be a sponge and take people's criticism or judgments or what they say and let that diminish your light, and kind of like drink that in and then not give yourself permission to shine. Like, they said something, or they try and make you feel, that you don't have a right to be who you are or express who you are. This is about expressing who you are. You have permission. You're here actually to express who you are. And other people do not have to approve or, have the power to diminish that. And they shouldn't, because at the same time, you do give permission and you tolerate everybody else putting all their other stuff out there. And some of it is dark, it's unkind, it's whatever, it's not supportive of others, not even loving. But they have full permission to do it. It's giving yourself that same permission and building on that inner strength to know not only do you have permission, but you have to build on that strength to give yourself that permission and drown out those voices, drown out that energy. If you feel that energy, get rid of it. It's toxic. Release it, drain it. Do not let anybody underneath this inner strength. Remember, you are the high priestess. You are on the spiritual journey. You're very connected and in tune for a reason. It's a gift. I hate the term gift and a curse. It's just it's hard when you're sensitive to energies and other people so much, and you're very in tune and spiritual. It's great, but you have to live in the physical, and you have a right to express yourself in the physical and put out your passions, your insides. Stay passionate, shine your light. This is what I feel. It's shine your light onto the world and light up that world. And going into 2019, it's using that inner strength, knowing this to be true for you, and holding on to this image in 2019. And you're not going to diminish your light anymore. You have every right to create, to express yourself, whether that's in quiet ways, loud ways, however you want to. But do not feel discouraged when you feel you're not being seen, listened, or heard. Just keep shining that light, because you know what? You need it, and the world needs it. The world needs it. The world needs you. And I hope that in the midst of the sea of videos that are on YouTube, some of them even screaming at others, they're not good enough, they shouldn't be talking, they shouldn't be expressing themselves, they shouldn't be creating. Um, and what's around us with, people, just know you, the world needs you, and keep shining bright. And that's my message for 2019. Take care. Bye-bye.